On March 15, a yellow chicken mascot named Pollito, Spanish for chick, wearing a rust-colored sombrero, white chef uniform and cravat descended upon Times Square and began waving to bystanders before heading to the Port Authority and Herald Square, where Guatemala-based fast food chain Pollo Campero was opening its first Manhattan locations. Inside the restaurants, nostalgic Spanish-speaking families, including many immigrants from Central America, feasted on empanadas and fried chicken breasts, breaded with a generations-old family recipe. Meanwhile, curious Americans, hungry for chicken sandwiches, inquired about unfamiliar menu offerings like horchata, a sweet drink made of white rice, being sold alongside the to-be-expected yuca fries. For decades, Pollo Campero has had a cult following in Latin America. The chain's bright yellow bags and distinct aroma are a staple on flights to the U.S. from Guatemala and El Salvador. Its parent company, 103-year-old Corporación Multi-Inversiones, has quietly grown into one of Latin America's largest conglomerates, making the Guatemalan family that owns it worth $3 billion, by Forbes' estimate. Now, CMI is ready to make its presence felt in the U.S. by seizing on Americans' fast food chicken obsession to fuel its already impressive growth. "I always say we are not a big business," says CMI Foods chair Juan José Gutierrez, 65, who leads the family enterprise in its third generation, speaking in Spanish from CMI's headquarters in Guatemala City's leafy, high-end Zona 10. "We are a grand business. Semantics aside, CMI is in fact a very big business. It's already one of Guatemala's biggest employer, with more than 40,000 workers worldwide. Last year, its revenues topped $4 billion, having tripled over the past 8 years alone," says Gutierrez, who projects sales this year could approach $6 billion. The sprawling empire processes over 4 million chickens each week and sells dozens of brands of packaged foods ranging from flour, pastas and cookies to pet food. In addition to Pollo Campero, 2022 sales, $684 million from nearly 400 locations. CMI owns 3 other fast food chains with more than 1,500 locations in Latin America: Pollolandia, Don Pollo and Pizza Siciliana. A second arm of the family's holdings, CMI Capital, is chaired by Gutierrez's cousin Juan Luis Bosch. It develops clean energy products in Central America and invests in real estate. In 2021, it issued $700 million of green bonds. Until this spring, the U.S. remained a largely untapped market for CMI, with just 85 Pollo Campero locations in the U.S. But what better way to break into the U.S. market than through 2 sizzling categories? Quick-service chicken restaurants are hot, says Morningstar analyst Sean Dunlop, adding that they've been the fastest-growing fast food vertical, think Chick-Fil-A or Jollibee, in the U.S. over the past 5 years, with sales jumping 69% over the period to reach some $40.5 billion in 2022.